Yeah, this evening, I know we are, what about, for some, a couple of days away from the June prac exams. I know for the grade 12s, there are some schools I know that have already written. So I hope your pracs all went well. For the rest of you who have not written yet, all the best for what's coming up. And I hope you are taking note of the videos that are coming out because they are there to help you prepare for these pracs, right? I've tried to make sure that I've gone through the last 2 years worth of papers, 2023 and 2024, for both the public schools with, the DBE, and then the private schools going with the IEB, to show you what's been in the papers, what's come up over the last 2 years, and based on that, what you can expect for the upcoming pracs. So I really hope you guys are preparing. But like I said, if you go into each of those videos and there's something you need to ask based on that, because the videos are broken up like into Word and Excel and Word, Excel, Access, and HTML, then please comment in that video or just under that video to ask your question based on that. If I got here. Can you please do some past papers for grade 11 practical exams for June? I can do that. I will do that. I'm actually going to make a note of that now that you mentioning that, so that I know I've got that ready for tomorrow. I am doing some recording. So we're just doing prac for now. Okay, so grade 11 prac papers June. Okay, so what I'll also do is just trending, things that have come up in the past, what you can sort of expect. Your grade 11 exam should be somewhere between 120 and 150 marks for the prac. Your theory will then be around 120 marks. So it's usually, the 150 prac, 120 theory, and then for the grade 12, it's 180 prac and 150 theory. But I'll run through a few things, and you'll see the differences, because obviously what's going to happen is, depending on where your school is at curriculum-wise, like how much they've covered up until now, it's obviously going to then change. So you've got 120 marks for both theory and practical. Okay, no, that's fine. Let me ask you, do you guys have a strategy to approach your prac paper to get the best marks out of it? Because one of the biggest things that I've noticed over the years is that many people run out of time. I don't know. Is that the case for you as well? Many run out of time. So you want to concentrate on the questions that you are the strongest in. If you are a person who knows Word well, you know your file management, you know all of those things, then you'll be fine. Start with those and then leave the more difficult questions sort of until the end. Good evening, hello. You struggle much more with Excel. Okay, so then what you do is you leave Excel for last so that you have enough time to cover that. And then I've got Lungile. Good evening. Also grade 10 pracs. Okay, I will do that. It's no problem. No problem at all. That's why I'm jumping on to make sure I'm covering everything. I've got about a week, I think, before we start exams. So again, I'm not sure on your dates, but I'm just trying to get everything out before then, so you have everything you need. Okay, so beautiful stuff. So yes, like I said, approach the paper that way. Take on the things that you know how to do, and you know how to do it quickly and effectively. So you do those ones first. Get that out of the way, tick it off on the paper, and then you go back to the items that you struggle a bit with. And please, with Excel, don't leave anything blank. There should be a section for building blocks. And in that building block section, that's actually where, if you maybe have like a round and average, so you've got to do like average and then round that off. They allow you to actually put those formulas in there so we can see, well, you know how to do round and you know how to do average. You just didn't know how to put it together. and you will still get marks for that. So check for that building block section. If it's not there, ask your invigilator or whoever's going to be there about that section to make sure that you don't miss out on any marks. We don't want blanks. We don't need blanks. No, there's lots of marks up for grabs. So yeah. Okay, Lungile, the 29th of May. Okay, so I'll try and do that within the next couple of days and push those videos out. I might just do a slightly longer video for the grade 11s and 10s so that I can just do one and then get that out, pump that out, and then do one for the grade 10s and get that out as well. Then you guys are sorted. Then we can focus on the theory. And the theory, while I'm going to do a training video, please go over to the gizmo.ai platform. There should be a link in the description to all my videos where I'm always updating the theory flashcards that are there. Yeah, so I've got a lot of stuff in terms of the theory beside the modules themselves. You can go over to those flashcards and that's going to help you. I tried to use some of the wording that's found in papers as well. So as you're going through it, you're actually going through some questions that have come from past papers, and that will definitely help you in terms of the theory. So yeah, I think that's really us for tonight. I just wanted to jump on, make sure everyone is okay. In terms of the pets, okay, so that's a whole other topic. For the grade 12s, I've tried to sort them out piece by piece. I haven't received the grade 10 and 11 pet yet, so I haven't actually done videos on them. So if there's anyone here that does have that document, feel free to email me that, and then I can start on those videos. But for the pet, you folks should already be way beyond phase 1. You should now be into phase 2. And again, if there's any questions, the best for me is just to go to the actual video, post a comment underneath so that I know that comment relates to that specific video. I can then respond to that, whether it's via a comment, whether it's making a video based on that, whatever the case may be. All right. So yeah, thank you very much for that. I hope all the videos and everything I'm putting out is helping. I'm starting to gain some traction again, getting back to where I was. So yes, yeah, God has helped me through that, and He's getting me back to getting all these videos out again to help you guys. At the end of the day, it's all about helping you. So I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much for jumping on. And again, if there's any questions, pop it in the comments either of this video or specific comments in any of the other videos I've made for your exam prac, and all the best. I'll probably jump on next week again just to make sure we have everything covered for our June CAT pracs, whether you are in grade 10, 11 or 12. All right. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Chat to you again.